Okay, we're going to start off with our warm-up exercises before we get going into some pop-up drills. All you need is a mat if you want to have a bit of comfort, and then a longer piece of Theraband and a short Theraband. Alternatively, if you don't have that, you can always just make do with a long piece of Theraband and use it for both the exercises. Okay, so I'm going to use what I've got. So I'm going to use my mat. And I'm going to leave that there for just now. And we're going to start with some Theraband swimmers. We're going to do 20 reps of this exercise. So you're going to put your band around the pole at sort of shoulder height, and you're going to move back into a flat back position, pushing your hips away from you so you can feel your hamstrings in a nice stretch position. You're going to keep your chest lifted up. You're going to keep your head in a nice neutral position, and then you're going to just sort of pull the bands backwards to your hips, looking straight ahead of you, there and back, and you can kind of get an even range on the bands, and just keep moving. 20 reps. Get those arms nice and warm. Make sure you don't use too much of your upper traps. So engage into your lat under here. Make sure you don't start rounding your back and rowing like this. Keep your chest lifted. Push back into your heels and get your 20 reps done. Okay, first drill done. Second warm-up drill. We're going to get our mat out. You're going to lie on the mat, face down, and we're going to work some extension to the thoracic and get the shoulders nice and mobile again and ready to work outside. Okay, let's get down on our mat. Make sure your hips are grounded, rib cage on the mat, arms just bent by your sides. So head down, pull in your core and extend up as much as you can. So all my pressure's on my ribs. I feel it all the way down my back, and I'm clenching my glutes so it's all locked in. All those muscles that you use when you're paddling in the water, they need to get nice and strong. So this is a good exercise for them. Extend, lift your arms up ahead of you, all the way back, and relax. Activate, lift your chest, lift your arms, extend, swim through, and back down. Up. And back down. Lift. And down. The other thing you want to look for is that you're getting your shoulders into a nice neutral position where they can move in the socket. So you don't want this shoulder blade rotating inwards as you're going forward there. So almost kind of keep your arms slightly rotated open. So when you're paddling back down, this stays in a nice neutral position rather than collapsing in there and putting pressure in your shoulder joint and loading into these traps here. So watch again carefully the shoulders as we do the full range all the way back through. So activate core, clench your glutes, extend up as much as you can, lift your arms all the way ahead of you in line with your ears if you can, and then watch your shoulders as you swim all the way back through. See, I'm slightly rotating open, bend them back forwards, and relax down. This is going to teach you good paddling technique rather than just collapsing your shoulder into the water when you paddle. Okay, third warm-up drill. We're going to use your small piece of Theraband. It's sort of medium intensity. You can go medium to hard intensity. If you don't have a small piece of loop band, you can take your longer piece of Theraband and just tie it around the tops of your knee. So it goes just above the knee. So I'm just going to slide into here, just above the knees, and we're going into a high plank position. We're going to now get the glutes firing. We're stabilizing through our shoulders, and we're activating the core by not allowing our stomach to kind of drift forwards towards the floor. So you got to suck it in and keep your rib cage nice and lifted up Let's go. Right, so nice high plank position. Make sure you're not here. I don't want to see your bum in the air. So you want to kind of get your nose just over your fingertips there. Then you're going to start feeling your stomach muscles working. So from here, feet together, pull in your core, and you're going to abduct and come back. Other side, and back. You're going to do 10 reps each leg. Keep this foot nice and close to the ground. So you don't want to be doing that sort of action. Okay, nice and low, work through the glutes. Make sure you don't start dropping there and doing that. Keep nice and lifted. And make sure you don't start doing that. And by now, you should be nice and warm and ready to do some explosive pop-up drills, which is going to help your surfing, getting to your feet quicker. Right, so improving your pop-up in the surf is a fundamental element in terms of enjoyment in the surf. If you're not getting your pop-up fast, the wave's going to crash on top of you. You're not going to make it down to the side of the wave. So if you're a new surfer, this is really something you can work on in the gym to make it easier in the surf for you. You need to have a lot of strength to get yourself up, and it's a very explosive movement. As much as there's balance and core involved in it, you really need to work on some explosive gym exercises to help you in the surf. So I'm going to give you 3 exercises to work on. This is the first one. You're going to need a little bit of equipment, but you can make do with a shorter rope and things like that. So the first one, you're going to work your arms. So you're going to get your cardio up. There's a lot of cardio, especially when you're learning to surf. Your heart rate's going to be through the roof, and you need to be able to control your muscles while your heart rate is raised. So you're going to work the rope, and then you're going to do split jump lunges with your legs. So your legs are going to work. Make sure that you get the positioning right. Same thing on the board. If you're slightly off on your foot placements, it's going to make you fall off the board and end your wave. Right, so starting in a split lunge position, you can see I'm on the toe at the back, and my front foot is planted, and I'm on my heel mainly there, so I'm not leaning forward over my knee. My hips are pulled back, I'm engaging my core, my shoulders are nice and square, and I'm not rounding myself forward. Okay, when you're surfing, you're not paddling around it, nice upright chest. Okay, so from here, you're going to give me 5 rope slams, and then you're going to work into a split jump lunge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Right, now to really get your heart rate up. Do as many of those as you can until you lose form. So if you find yourself collapsing forward, stop, get your breath back, start again. Right, we're going to work on your pop-up now. From the floor, straight into your pop-up. This takes a lot of practice. Unfortunately for everyone out there, there's a lot of burpees involved, floor push-ups, there's a lot of upper body strength with explosive driving from your legs and your core. So I'm going to give you a couple different ways of doing this exercise, and you can build on it. As you get better, move on to the next stage of it, and you'll see in your surfing, it's going to really help you in the water. So step 1, floor push-up. So I've used 2 mats. You can go higher if you want to go higher. If you don't have any mats, that's also okay. It's just quite nice to give yourself something to launch onto that's not flat on the ground. Okay, so to really put your mind in a space of getting that leg to come up and onto the board. Instead of a lot of the learner surfers, they'll start lying down and they get straight onto their knees. And it's actually really difficult to get yourself up from here, especially when the board's going all over the place, the foamy's pushing you. So if you can learn from the beginning to explode straight onto the board, you've got a lot more time to deal with the wave that's pushing the board. So get yourself 2 mats, lying with your chest. This is my makeshift board. Chest on your board, hands flat, just in line with your chest. So that's the other thing. Don't grip your rails. Don't have your arms ahead of you. Straight under you. That's your strongest point of your push-up. So from here, all I want you to do, engage your core, and I want you to drive up as fast as you can. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, up, and come down. Lift your hands, 1, 2, 3, up, and come down. You can even do 2 little pedals, 1, 2, 3, up, and down. 1, 2, 3, up, and down. Right, next step, you're gonna get your one foot onto the disc or the pad ahead of you. So you're gonna drive up fast, and you're gonna explode that leg straight in front of you. So if you're a goofy footer, you're gonna drive up with your right leg, and if you're a natural footer, you're gonna drive with your left leg up. If you don't know what a goofy footer and a natural footer is, you need to go look that up first, because then you shouldn't be in the water yet. That's the first step. Know which foot you're gonna put forward first. Right, so I'm a natural footer. I'm gonna put my left foot forward on the board. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. Get your foot forward and go back down again. 1, 2, 3, up and down. 1, 2, 3, up and back down. 1, 2, 3, up and down. So what I do like to do is do it on the other side as well. So we're not working one side of the body. So now I'm going to do 5 with my right leg going forward. Really good to teach both your sides of your body to explode at the same time. So back to your paddle, 1, 2, 3, up. You can see it's a little bit more tricky just from my brain wise because I'm not used to going that way. Right, as you can see, there's also quite a bit of flexibility involved in it. So if you haven't watched our other videos, go do some of those dynamic stretches and get yourself nice and flexible. Otherwise, you're never going to bring your leg in front of you. You're going to be stuck over here trying to get your leg up. So make sure you're doing lots of stretching. Okay, then the next one, the most difficult one, is the actual pop-up. So you're going to do 3 paddles. And you're going to explode up. So you're going to do a push-up drive. You're going to jump your leg forward and your back foot, and you're going to stand up. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pop. Stand up. Back down again. 1, 2, 3. Pop. Release hands. Stand up, and what you'll notice is my feet automatically swivel. So I'm not standing like this. Okay, you don't surf there, in your surf stance, cutting your board. Stand up. Right, and that's how you practice your pop-up. Okay, 3rd pop-up drill exercise. Remember I mentioned burpees earlier. This is where you're going to use it. So you're going to burpee, jump to your feet, jump, pull up. So it's a bit of a strength exercise with your burpee pop-up. Right, so you're going to start lying on the ground. Make sure you can see your bar ahead of you. You don't want to jump and hit your head on the bar, so make sure you know where it is. So it's also giving you good visual awareness. So when you're surfing, you always want to know where the wave's breaking, know if there's someone next to you that's also on a surfboard, especially if they're learning. The worst thing that can happen is if you collide into someone and that board hits you and hurts you. So this is a good exercise to change your visual awareness of different places, also help you in the surf. So lying on the floor, same thing, you can practice. 1, 2, 3, jump to your feet, jump, pull, come down, back down again, jump, jump, as you'll get better, you'll notice I'm just jumping and going for it rather than wait, look, jump. So I'm getting much more explosive as I go. I'll show you one more. Jump, jump straight, look where I'm going. Pull up, come down. Right, I hope those 3 drills really help you improve your pop-up in the water.